Then the last post is from somebody in Plexus, a network marketing company that sells health and wellness products. Them, I want to make 20K a month and be financially free. Also them, I don't want to sell anything, post on social media, invest, or learn new skills. Me, okay, so you want money to fall from the sky. As if you only are able to make money or 20K a month if you sell, if you're a salesperson, post on social media, invest money, or learn new skills. Yes, learn new skills. But since she is in Plexus, she of course needs to utilize all of the things she does to claim, hey, so if you want to make 20K a month, then you need to do some things that might make you uncomfortable. So sell, post on social media, and also learn new skills. Let me guess, you gotta learn all of the skills to be successful in Plexus. That's what this is about. Network marketing is a really, really bad avenue for somebody who really wants to make money. Least of all 20K a month, because most people in network marketing lose money. I say that in probably all of my videos, but it is true. So if you want to make 20K a month, don't join a network marketing company. There are other routes, there are other avenues you can take by starting your own company, starting as an employee in a corporate job, and then take it from there, have multiple jobs. You do not need to join a network marketing company just because a Plexus-san says, well, you actually got to do, but you got to put in the work. Otherwise, you're not allowed to complain. And they got to say that. They, as the Plexus distributors, got to say that, because most people in Plexus will very likely also lose money. And I mean, she has to say it, because Plexus is also not a network marketing company in the network marketing industry business sphere, where most people actually make a lot of money. And their own income disclosure statement from 2024 shows that very clearly. Most Plexus distributors, on average in 2024, Plexus distributors, active and inactive, so also the ones who didn't sell a single thing, they made $742 before expenses. If you buy a bunch of pricey products, if you have to pay taxes, there's not a lot left. In 2024, the average earnings of United States active brand ambassadors were $2,952 before expenses. So those were the people who were able to recruit and to sell. And across the year 24, they only made $3,000. Then you pay taxes, then you have expenses. Those are the people who actually try to do Plexus and try to make a living and try to sell products and try to recruit people. That is abysmal. I'm glad that they're splitting this up in this case, because most other network marketing companies don't do that. They just throw active and inactive into the numbers to say, well, there are also people who just want to get their hands on the product. But 3,000 for people who want to make a living over the course of a year, if you consider how much work they must have put into this just to sell one product, just to recruit one person, is really, really nasty. Active is defined as a brand ambassador who has a downline and has earned commission in the last 6 months. So you need to recruit people, you need to have a downline, that's essentially what it means, and then you have to sell. Bad numbers. The top 10 earned on average $6,279. So we're excluding the bottom 90%. The top 10 over the course of a year made less than $6,300. And 50% of the top 10 made more than $1,203, meaning 50% of the top 10 made less than that. The numbers are even worse. The top 1% earned an average of $47,250. How can you then comment on 20K a month when the top 1% in Plexus made less than $50,000 on average? Those are the top 1%. And 50% of the top 1% made more than $23,755, meaning that even 50% of the top 1% made less than that. Ooh, bad numbers. Bad numbers. That's Plexus. Just as a background information, let's go through the text. Is it relevant now? No, because whatever she says, we know the numbers are bad. Radio host, Broadway singer, aeronautical engineer. That's a difficult word. Sounds like I'm drunk. I promise I'm not. It is 11 a.m. and I'm as sober as a cat. Is that a saying? I'm not. Aeronautical engineer, that's better. Those were on my OG dream board as a senior in high school. When I was a child, I didn't have a dream board, but I wanted to be a pediatrician, a vet, the first female chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, or Sissi, the Empress of Austria. That's what I wanted to do. And what did I do? I became a media expert and a compliance expert and a youth protection expert. It's fun how things develop because I'm not good around children, which is ironic because it's my job to protect children watching media and to make it compliant for the companies. I could never see animals suffer. I could not do injections. I don't like needles. And I'm not a very diplomatic person. I would not survive on the political field for one moment, for 1 second. And being the Empress of Austria would also not be an opportunity because, yeah, I'm no sissy. Luckily. But okay, that aside, side tangent. Those were on my OG dream board as a senior in high school, and yet I've been in the most rewarding industry for the last 11 years because of the return on investment, the systems, and most of all the people, but apparently not in Plexus. When most people make less than $800 before expenses and before taxes, according to their own latest income disclosure statement, active and inactive, and those who actually have a downline and who sell, only made less than $3,000 a year yet again before expenses and before taxes, and 50% of the top 1% of the most successful people in Plexus made less than $23,755. Then it's not the best return on investment because you will have to purchase a lot of pricey products from Plexus. It's good to take a look behind the scenes and not to trust just this. I knew it would be difficult to learn some new skills, but so was being pregnant. What? What does that have to do with being pregnant? If you're pregnant, if you want to have the baby, you just got to push through. Huh? You want me to give you an award for that? No, you chose to be a mother. Good for you. Push through. You're not getting an award for that from me. We can do difficult things, ladies. Yes, because it's truly amazing what the female body can do when you're pregnant and when you're birthing a baby, but that has nothing to do with social media. Come on. I knew I would have to learn new skills, but that's how we grow. I knew I would be told no, but my kids have done that for years to me in my own kitchen. You cannot compare joining a predatory system and a very lackluster system like Plexus. I mean, with those income disclosure statements, it seems to be one of the worst network marketing companies, to be honest with you. You cannot compare that to being pregnant. And you cannot compare that to your family life. What are you doing here? I made a decision to be great at this and do whatever it took to understand the value behind this type of industry. Well, but it's not about deciding that you want to be great and successful at this, because there is a very clear mathematical and statistical information behind network marketing. You can be as great, you can be as dedicated as you want. That doesn't mean that you will make it to the top of the pyramid in a network marketing company. The top people always claim that. They have to, because otherwise they would have to be honest and say, yeah, not everybody can make it. It's not a possibility. Even if you put all of the work in, even if you copy everything that I tell you, it is statistically not possible. But you got to say that you did it because you were the hardest worker, because you were the ones who were willing to learn new skills. No, it is helpful, of course, and you need to do something, but it's also a way to shame other people in Plexus who were not as successful, because it's not possible for everybody to be successful. I love networking. Well, that's cool. I love marketing products and a brand that aligns with my beliefs. That's great. So network marketing just makes sense. No, it doesn't. You can market products, you can network, you can also work for a brand that aligns with your belief, and you don't need to join a network marketing company. We're always missing the step. I'm good at communicating. I'm good at talking to other people and selling them on a product. So ultimately, I had to join a network marketing company, an industry that is not great if you really want to make money. And take a look at Plexus income disclosure statement from 2024. I'm going to prove it to you. When did that step come to say, let me join a network marketing company where most people don't even make a profit? Why are we ending up there? They are never able to explain that to me. We're always skipping that step. You can make $2 or 200,000. The work is up to you. It's not about how much work you put into this. Because if the top people in Plexus put in all of the work, and if they're the most dedicated, why do they make so little? I would like to repeat this yet again. Here are the numbers. 50% of the top 1% in Plexus made more than $23,755. That means that 50% of the top 1% also made less than that. And those are the success stories. Those are the top people. Those are the ones with the biggest teams. How can you make all of these claims when the numbers don't add up? When Plexus says you're wrong?